If you just found this video, you're probably wondering how to manage teen pregnancy. You know what? I've done another video for the parents of teens who are pregnant. This one is for you. I've got some tips for you. If you're a teenager and you're dealing with a pregnancy right now, whether it's you that's pregnant or your girlfriend that's pregnant, this one is for you. If you're a parent watching this, that's fine. You can listen in, but this isn't for you. I did another video just for you about parenting a pregnant teenager. You might want to click on over to that one, and then we'll have a conversation here just with you teenagers. Okay, this is a tough thing, and there's some bad news and there's some good news. The bad news first. Are you up for that? Okay, here we go. Brace yourself. This is hard. You're like, oh, thanks, Dr. Paul. Tell me something I didn't know. Yeah, it's hard. And there are some hard things about this that we just can't get around. We're going to have to face them. We're going to have to take it on. And it's not a bad thing that it's hard. It's just hard. Some of the reasons for that are kind of obvious. Because you are now responsible for another human being. This is a big deal. And you might remember back in school, do you remember when they had you take care of the little mechanical baby? Or in my day, it was a sack of flour that we had to pack around, a 10-pound bag of flour, and we had to take care of this thing as if it was a baby. And you remember some of those things maybe from school. Well, this is the real deal. Everything changes. Your body, your relationships, your activities, all of those things get to change. And again, it's not a bad thing that this is hard. It's just hard. And I offer you all of the empathy and compassion and support that I can muster because I know that it's hard. Now that's the bad news. Okay, how you doing? All right? Yeah, you kind of already knew that this was hard, so I'm stating the obvious at this point. Let's get to the good news, okay? Because that's what you're here for. The good news is you can handle this. You've got this. I know that totally goes contrary to some things that you might be thinking. You've got what it takes to do this, to handle this. This is not the first time, it's not the last time that this will happen to people like you, good people. And has your empathy come up a little bit? You know what you used to think about teenage pregnancy? You know, it's kind of that taboo. It's like, oh, they're kind of, yeah, let's get rid of the judgment. This happens to really good people like you, okay? So we'll get past all of that judgment and just get focused on the good news. You are surrounded by resources. It may not always feel that way, especially if you don't have a supportive family or immediate support group. You've got resources all around you that you're probably not even aware of. And as you deal with this new development in your own life, you'll become more aware of what those resources are. There are things in your community. There are clinics and doctors and counselors and social workers who have all dealt with this before. They know the ropes. They've been there. They've helped people just like you to get through this, to find the connections that they need to have, to set in place all of the plans and preparations and everything that needs to happen, to consider your different options. They're there. These resources exist. Let's talk about a couple of different levels of those resources so that you can be very conscious and aware of that. First and foremost is you. It's you. You have knowledge. You have experience. You have brains in your head and you got feet in your shoes. And you have some really great resources to handle everything that's coming up. Never, ever discount yourself. You've got this. And you have some amazing talents and skills and knowledge that will carry you right through all of the difficult things that you get to do right now. So remember that, will you? Tied right into that is your ability to make good decisions. I know. There's this whole obvious thing about, well, what about that one? Yeah, I know. Things happen, okay? We all make mistakes. We all get into positions that we didn't anticipate being in. And maybe even if you plan to be in this place, it's still fairly overwhelming. But here's my point. You have the ability to make good decisions, to choose well for you. Don't rely on anyone or anything else to make all those decisions for you. This is you. You have a responsibility to make good decisions for yourself. You'll have people who offer their opinions, and please consider those, especially from people who love you and who are invested in your success and well-being. Even with all of the opinions that are there, it's you that has the ability to make the best decisions for you about the things that you're facing right now. Tune into that. You've got the ability to make good decisions for you. Now let's go to the next level. If you think of this kind of like a target, and right there at the center of the target is you, then as we move out, that next ring closest to you is your family, your boyfriend or girlfriend or spouse or significant other. That's usually there's two people involved when there's a teenage pregnancy, so you know who I'm talking about. These are the people in your immediate circle right outside of you that becomes a support and a resource for you. Now, here's a little warning. This kind of event or development tends to tip people over sometimes. So be really patient and tolerant and compassionate about those people in your outer circle who might be having their own emotional reactions to all of this. Okay? Mom and dad, for example, probably not what they had in mind for you at this point of life. It is what it is, and they're going to come to terms with that, and they're going to be there for you and love you if they watch that other video I told you about earlier. Because they love you, they will also feel a lot of emotional connection to what's going on, and that might come across initially as them being a little tipped over by the whole thing. So give them some time, okay? They're adjusting to all of this as well. They are an enormous resource to you. They have experience that you don't have. They have some connections that you might not even be aware of. So whatever you can do to strengthen the relationship outside of yourself, we get out to that next ring of the target. Those people around you, build those relationships, keep the communication lines open. Seek their counsel and advice. They're probably already eager and willing to share it, and that can be kind of annoying sometimes, but just be open to that, okay? Because they really do care about you and they want the best things for you. Now, if it's not your family, if you're in a situation where you don't have those supportive parents on board, then we reach out a little farther than the immediate family, and we go into friends and people in your community, people in your church, people in a support group that you belong to. Also professionals. So now we're broadening this out even farther now. So we reach out to professionals. There are social workers, there are agencies, there are doctors, there are clinics who know this stuff. And you can expand out to all of those levels of resource, starting with yourself at the core, moving out to family and then friends and community and agencies and the whole society that we have built here. We want you to succeed, okay? I don't even know you personally. It feels kind of like we know each other because we're here on YouTube. But even though I don't even know you personally, it's good for me if you succeed. I want you to succeed. And everybody around you wants that as well. So it's amazing how much compassion and support and empathy that you're going to find as you reach out and be open to all of those different levels of support and help. Okay, now let's get practical for a minute because you're going to need to take care of a few things. In the bad news section, I mentioned that you're responsible for another human being at this point, and that can be kind of heavy. You've got to take care of a few things, and first and foremost, you got to take care of you. You have to. Have you ever been on an airplane? You know when you're flying on an airplane and they go through the little safety routine. And if you lose cabin pressure, it's a pressurized cabin in there, these oxygen masks will fall from the ceiling, and you're supposed to fasten it on with a little rubber band. And they say if you're traveling with someone else or with young children or someone who needs assistance, put your own mask on first and then assist the person that you're traveling with. Why do they say that? Because it's easy to get distracted by all the people and things you have to take care of. Your number one priority is to take care of you. And if you are pregnant, it means that your body has certain needs that it doesn't normally have. Now, there's all the predictable stuff, like sleep and exercise and a good diet. But when you're pregnant, the changes that are happening in your body mean that you need a certain additional kind of support and help. So getting a little prenatal care, for example, can go a long way to educating you about what your body needs and how to take care of yourself. So reach out and be open to that. I already mentioned the resources that are available all around you. Another thing you get to take care of is your team. Build those relationships, keep the communication open, reach out to, and be willing to receive help from all of those supportive people around you. Find them, take care of that team. As you take care of yourself, and you take care of your body, and you take care of your prenatal needs, and you take care of your team, these things will put you in position to take the very best care of your baby. And that's a person who needs your help and support. You are the primary resource for that little person. So it's huge. It's enormously important that you take care of those things and put yourself in that position. Let's focus on the good news, okay? Because you've got this. You've got people around you and support available to you that you may not even be aware of. Keep the confidence that you're going to move through this. You're going to find what you need to find. You're going to do okay. So honored to be on your team. Thank you for being here. Stick around. We've got other videos that can help you. Make sure you're subscribed.